Like if else
is similar to
if else if statement.
if else if. Okay. So what is the advantage of using switch? Means we can able to reduce the length of the code. That's the basic idea behind the switch statement. So when you see this program here, how do you write the switch statement? Actually, we have to take the variable. For example, if I say that what is the character, whatever the data type you can take, what we are taking the character type data. For example, the operator. Otherwise, what we can say the character alpha. Okay. Now, how do you say here? First, you have to say system dot. So we have already the program. Let's see the program first. I will explain you. So here, the leap year vowels are consonants. So here the vowels are consonants. The example of this one. So in this case, instead of using the if else if statement, we can able to replace the if else if statement with the
Switch.
switch statement. So how do you replace here? Switch off CH. Switch off CH. We have to say the specify the case here. Case for the year A. Case A. So what you have to say? For the condition here, if case A, we have to say is Boolean.
Is vowel equal
Is Boolean equal to
vowels.
is over equal to 2. So in the same way, we can able to write the multiple cases here. So say for example, E, I, O. So this is a simple concept. Is a like. So likewise, we can able to use either if else if or if statement. Now we'll move to the next topic, that is the concept of iteration. So what is the iteration? It is a process of executing set of instructions more than one time. How long? Until the given condition is met. So this process is called the iteration. So what will happen? I will take some statement. For example, I have take, for example, this is the loop. So I have given some statements. These statements keep on executing until how long they will execute? Until the given condition is satisfied. So whatever the statement you are using within the loop, those statements will keep on executing till the condition is satisfied. So what are the different kinds of iterative statements we have? Yes. Examples for iterative statements are, first we say while, and for. So some days we can also use the for each also. What is the do while? The do while, the concept here is when you specify the condition, first the statements will be executed, then the condition will be identified. For example, I say do the statements. When I have to do the statements, while expression. These statements will be executed first, then the condition will be checked next. So this is the concept of do. So what will happen? First, the block of statements will be executed. Then only at the end of the execution process is completed. Once the execution process is completed, then it will check the condition. In the case of while, first we have to check the expression. The expression is satisfied, then the statements will be executed. This is the while. So what do you understand the difference between the while and do while? In nothing but in the do while, statements will be executed first, then the condition next. In the while, the condition first and statement next. That's why we can call do while as exit checking. Exit checking. Whereas while as entry checking. Entry checking. So this is the difference between the while and do while, which we can use the depend upon your interest. You can use the do while or while that depend upon your interest. The third one, the for. The for is also the example for the iterative statement. So, but in the case of for, generally the do while or while will take 3 steps. The first step is the part of initialization. And the second part is do statements, then the condition. So in the statement, we have to specify one more thing that is called the second level, the incrementation or decrementation. So when you specify the incrementation or decrementation, based upon the incrementation or decrementation, we can able to understand how much iteration have to take care. So that's why this is the structure of do while program. First, we have to initialize the variable, then we have to execute the statements. Once the statement is being execution is completing, then we have to do either increment or decrement, then you have to check the condition. In the case of while, first we have to do the initialization, then the expression. After the completion of the statements, we have to use the incrementation. Or the decrementation. In case of for, what is the advantage is initialization followed by the condition, by the expression, followed by the incrementation or decrementation. So this is the difference between the while, do while, and for. So when you say that which is the best one, I can say that the for loop is the best one. But some cases, you may doesn't require the for loop, you can directly use the expression. So in that case, it is better to go for the while. So in different aspects, we have to use either the do while or for, that depend upon the logic we are writing in the program. Finally, What you understand is iteration is nothing but the process of executing set of instructions more than one time. If you want to execute for only one time, you can use the any statement like control statement. If, else, if. They will always execute only one time. If you want to execute more than one time, but to how long we have to execute till the given condition satisfied. It is called iteration. So this is the concept of iteration. So we can able to write the multiple programs with the concept of iteration. Let us see an example, small example, to how to display the numbers from 1 to 10. For example, if you say the class, I have to say the class name. The class name, we say, for example, the text name as a display is the class name. Within the class, what I have to define? I have to define the main method. That's why I say public static void main. I have to say the arguments string args. String args. So here we have to specify values. For example, if the int n equal to 10. So I'm taking a variable n and its value 10. I will take one more variable that is I. Okay. Now I'm starting I equal to 1. I equal to 1. While I less than or equal to n. I will ask to display the system dot out dot println. So what will happen here is in the while loop inside I will write one more statement that is called incrementation statement. This is called initialization. This is called expression. This is called incrementation. So this all together we can call as a while loop. So what is the output of this while loop? If you execute this program, we'll get the numbers from 1 to 10. So let's have a check here. The class name is display. Remember the class name. So first you have to right click on the package and go to the new and take the class name. The class name is a display. So I will say the display. Instead, I am posting the code here. Remove this one. Program, save this program and try to execute. So this is example. How to display the numbers from 1 to 10. If you want to display the numbers from 10 to 1, so how do you display? In the same program, here the program will display the values from 1 to 10. If you want to display the values from 10 to 1, you have to take the first value of I equal to 10. Then what the condition should be?
I less than I greater than
I greater than equal to 1. Because when you have to remember one thing clearly, when you are increasing, it should be less than. When you are decreasing, it should be the greater. And finally, you have to decrease the number. So this program and rerun the program. Now we can able to display the values from 10 to 1. So this is a concept of while how can able to use it. For example, now I would like to write a program that if I give a number, for example, if I input the some number and I would like to know what are the number of digits in that number. For example, I will give the number 2004. How many digits are there?
4.
So how do you get the program? Let's see. First, you have to create the class. So I will say the program name is count digit. Count digit. You can give the name as you wish. But generally, whenever you write the program, you should be clear that when you see the program name, you can understand what is the concept also. Here, I will take public static void main string args.
Sir, where can
Yeah.
we string args ఎక్కడ యూస్ చేస్తాం సార్?
అమ్మా?
స్ట్రింగ్ ఆర్గ్స్ మనం పారామీటర్స్ ఎట్లా తీసుకుంటాం సార్?
ఇవే? No, it's a default parameters. Generally, when you use the IDE, we have to use the string args. Okay. When you use the, see, we are using the string as an array here is a parameter. When you use the IDE, if you use the command line prompt, you have to use the string as a normal variable and the arguments as a array variables. So this is the default format.
ఓకే.
Okay. So what is the meaning of void?
నో రిటర్న్ టైప్.
No. So I would like to display the numbers. So that's why I say the n. Okay. Now I have to display the name. This will be the stem dot out dot println. Enter the number. So if you want to take the number, first I have to take the scanner class, scanner sc equal to new scanner
సిస్టమ్ డాట్ ఇన్.
of system dot. The scanner class is created. Go and select this one. And put the scanner class. Now you have to take the input n equal to sc dot next int. C dot next int. So to take the integer variable value into the variable n. Now my question is I would like to find the number of digits. So I will say that's why n greater than 0. Like n greater than 0. What I have to do here is first, if you want to know the digit, how do you know the digits? How do you find the digits? For example, I give the number 123. How do you know how many digits are there?
కౌంటింగ్.
When you count the unit place and tens place and 100 place. Okay. So I will take some more variables here. The R is the remainder and count is another variable. And initially I will take the count as 0 because I don't know how many digits are there in the number. Now I will say R equal to n percentage 10. What's the meaning of this one?
We get reminder number. Last is we get last.
So R equal to n percentage means we are dividing the number with 10 and we are finding the remainder. When you say the percentage, it return the remainder. When you say the slash, it return the quotient. Okay. So we say n equal to n by 10. See this case, for example, I'll give you the value as n value is 122, 125. Okay. Now 125 percentage 10. So what is the value here?
4.
4. Very good. Now the count is increasing. What is the count value here?
1.
1. That's n equal to n by 10. So n equal to n by 10. So it means 124 by 10. So what is the value now?
12.
So now my the question, it goes to the loop. See, iteration means the repetition of statements. So now it again go back to the while loop starting. So what is the n value now?
12.
Is greater than 0?
Yes.
Again, it will find the remainder. So now 12 percentage What's the remainder?
2.
Again, 12 by 10. What's the question?
1.
1. Now, what is the count now?
2.
Now, my question. N greater than 0?
Yes.
Yes. Again, here 1% is. What is the remainder?
0.
See properly. What's the remainder?
1.
1. Good. What's the question?
0.
Now question. What is the n value now? 0. Is 0 greater than 0?
No, false.
So now false. The loop will be closed. Now immediately once the loop is completed, what is the value of C now? Count now?
3.
Very good. System dot out dot println. Number of digits are plus is a program. Now I will remove all these statements because this will not be included. Now save this program. Enter the number. I will get the number in, for example, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of digits for. Now my question, Gayatri. How do you find the sum of digits of this?
By adding numbers.
By adding the
Numbers. Digits.
remainder. By adding the remainder value.
Mm.
So instead of this one, what I will do, I will use the variable name called sum. I will say here sum equal to sum plus
R.
simply will get the sum of digits is say the program and execute the program. Where?
Yes, sir.
Now my question. How to reverse this number? You understand my point? If I give the number 4321, I need to get the 1 through to 1, 2, 3, 4. The same logic. You just have to change the only single line. No idea.
We need to place divided in front.
No, same logic. The logic never change. Only you have to change only single line.
Concatenation.
I will take this value as reverse. Okay, very good. Huh? So reverse equal to reverse to 10. Simple. Close. Now check it. It's correct or not? Huh?
Yes, sir.
అర్థమైందా అర్థం కదా? Do you understand or not? What is the first remainder value? Huh?
Okay, example చెప్పండి.
Now take an example of 4321. What is the remainder?
1.
1. So what is the reverse value first initially?
0.
So 0 multiplied by 10 means 0. Plus R means what is the value?
1.
Now, what is the quotient?
432.
40. So now divide. What is the remainder now?
2.
2. What is the earlier value of reverse?
1.
So now 1 multiplied by 10.
10.
So 10 plus R.
10 plus 2, 12.
12. Very good. Now, what is the question?
43.
Again divide the 43. But what is the remainder now?
3.
So what is the early value? Reverse.
12.
12 multiplied by 10.
120 plus 3. 123.
123. Right. Again.
4.
4. 4% 10.
4.
So what's the value? 123 multiplied by 10 plus 4.
120. 1, 2, 3.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
That's clear. Your answer is solution came. Okay. Only you have to change the single line. By changing the single line, you can able to easily get the answer simply. Now my question. How do you say the given number is Armstrong number or not?
If you get same value when you reverse the value. Reverse value and given value should be same.
When?
Reverse number and given number should be same.
No. That is called the palindrome.
Okay.
Armstrong number means if you take the cubes, sum of cubes of the digit.
Okay.
Sum of the cubes of the digits means, for example, take an example of 153. What is the sum of the cubes of the digits? 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. 1 cube means
1.
5 cube means
125.
so totally 126. Am I right? As 3 cube means
27.
totally
153.
same. This is called the Armstrong number. What is the logic here? I will take the variable as sum here. Just remove the statement and just add it here simply. Clear? Now, without displaying this value, you have to check the condition. What is the condition here?
If n not n.
If n equals to sum. But
Sir,
the problem,
n value
yes.
change.
That's the problem. So if the n value here is changing, so what you have to do is, that's why I will take one more variable that is called temporary variable. And before starting the while loop, I will initialize the temp value with
N.
I will compare here temp value with them. Now I can say system dot out dot print ln of doesn't require. The green number 153 of them. I say, for example, 121. No. So what is the palindrome is?
Given number and reverse number should
So
be.
simply say you have to calculate the reverse. So and I can check with the reverse with the n value. Simple. Means, for example, reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus r. Right? This statement, what the reverse value will get, this value has to be verified with the this value. Simple. Everything is the same.
Okay.
So this way you can able to write the program in different ways. Now, Tell me how to display the multiplication
Multiplication.
table. For example, the program has to ask me that I would like to display the multiplication table so and so. So it has to ask me that which table you want to display. For example, if I say 5, it has to ask me that how many multiples you want to display. So for example, if we say the 5, the fifth table must become up to the fifth multiple. Hope you understand clearly.
Yes. We
It
can.
has to ask me that what table you want to display first. For example, if there's 7, then it has to ask me how many multiples you want to display. If it says 3, then it has to display 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 12, sorry, 14, 7 threes are 21. That's all. How to write the program?
Yes.
Huh?
We can use for loop.
You can use the for loop or while loop or do what, that is just no problem. Okay. So I would like to take the table. So that's the table number is n, and the multiplication is nothing but m. Okay, I will take two variables here.
సార్ వాల్యూలోకి స్టోర్ చేయలేదు సార్. While I less than m. సార్ మీ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు.
నేను మాట్లాడాల వస్తుందా?
వస్తుంది సార్. I into I plus plus.
Clear?
Yes.
If you want to display the same in reverse, hello.
We need to give I equal m
We need to give
m greater than 1
m greater than
to 1.
here,
Yes.
m greater than 1. So what is the I
Yes.
value?
M greater than or equal to I or 1. We can give anything.
Huh?
M greater than or equal to I.
Here.
Yes.
Now what about the I value first? What I ask you?
Sir, M పెద్దది
Now what I ask you?
రివర్స్ లో ప్రింట్ చేయడం.
Then the reverse means you have to say 1. Right? కరెక్టే కదా?
Yes.
కదా? Right?
Yes.
Right. Now my question. If I want to display n number from this table to this table, this multiple to this multiple. For example, say that T1 equal to 3 and T2 equal to 5 and M1 equal to 4 and M1 equal to 7. So what will happen? So mean from this table to this table, this multiple to this multiple. How to
We
change?
can 2 loops, loop in a loop.
Sir?
While loop లో ఇంకో loop పెట్టి చేయొచ్చు.